Alright guys, in this video we are going to see Nest.js. This is a framework for Node.js on the top of Express.js. So in this video we are going to see how to create a REST API using Nest.js. So first we'll see what is Next.js. So we know as Node.js is a JS runtime environment, and we know Express.js as a framework for Node.js where we can create REST APIs. On the top of this Express.js, Nest.js comes, and it provide abstraction layer on the top of Express.js. So it create decorators and modularize the code in TypeScript so that we can utilize TypeScript and server-side programming, and it also expose APIs of Express.js so that we can use that in Nest.js. So this is how Nest.js is built on top of Express.js, and now we are going to install that and we will test how to create REST API using Nest.js and how it works. So let's start. So prerequisite for this Nest.js is you should have Node.js version latest, and it should be 10.13 or more than that. So to install Nest.js command line interface, you need to install npm i global Nest.js CLI, and then only you can access that command or use that command nest to create new project, nest a new project name. Let's try this. We need to install npm i g, and it will install nestjs/cli. So it will install Nest.js command line interface globally in global node modules. So I already installed this, so we can create nest new project. So my project will be project 1 or project 2, project 2. So once I hit this command, it will generate this project structure. Inside that you can see all required files are generated. So what he's asking, you have npm module or yarn or p-npm. So I can choose from up and down arrow, and I select npm. It is starting installing all the packages which are there in package.json. So it will take some time to install, and then we need to go inside that folder and we have to run one command to run this application. So no need to create manually any file or anything. It is creating everything for you, basic structure of your project. It will include this controller module, server file, main file. This structure is look like more similar like Angular. So it will be easy to understand this structure, and you can relate this structure and code with Angular, and you can also generate your own controllers, modules, providers, everything in Nest.js. So this supports TypeScript, and while compiling, while building, it convert that TypeScript into JavaScript, and then it provides Node.js to compile and run. So now you can see installation is completed. So we need to go to project 2, and here you can see we are in project 2 folder. Now here you can see directory, what are the directories and files. So here we need to run this command npm run start. So server is started. We need to check in browser. Localhost 3000. So you can see hello world is printed. So let's go and open this in Visual Studio Code. So let's open this folder, which is from project 2. We need to open this project 2 folder where we can see all code. So here you can see all the code. Here is our package.json script is already written, start nest start. all the commands are written here. Then we'll go to source folder to check. This is the main file. It is similar to AngularJS, Angular TypeScript. Here you can see this is the bootstrap method, and here is the app module, which is the main module, and it is creating factory for this module, and then this app is listening to that particular port, and then we are calling bootstrap. So it will bootstrap the application, means it will start the application. So you can see app.module file is there. It is similar to ng module in Angular, and you can see import controllers. Here you can see components, here providers. You can relate all these things in Nest.js. So it is very useful and easy to understand Angular developer. So any developer can, who is worked on Angular, he can develop this Nest.js backend. So here you can see controller, and this is what when we hit localhost 3000, this method get called and it return this get hello. So let's see what is in service. App.service, you can see this method got called and this text is returned. It returned in controller, and controller returned this text, and this method returned to this browser. So this is how it works in Nest. So we can create a new method here and check if it is working or not. Test, and then we'll map one method. Return type will be string return test. So we need to save this and rerun. Yes, we need to rerun this project so we can test that. See, you can see now when I hit localhost 3000/test, it returned me test, which is this text. So here we are going to create new API where we can use request and response, and we will see is it working as per the Express or it is different. So let's create get one API data. Here we need to get data. This will be our method name, and it will return from response. So here we need to import request, which is from Nest.js common package. Here it will be a request instance of type request of Express. Similarly, we will create a response object response from Express. So this will be a type. So we need to need to call this first, and then it will return instance which we can create. So you can see from Nest.js common we imported this request and response, and we are assigning that request type and response type from Express. So similarly we can use here data colon best. So like this we have built or created one API which will be having request and response object, and we can send data test. This will be a JSON. So let's test this API. We need to restart server. So it is restarted. Let's go to Postman. Here you can see I already called this. If I call this again, it should return. Let's see if it is up or not. We need to wait for some time. Okay, it is up now. We can now call. So it is showing this result. When I call data, it should return me JSON object. Yes, so it is returning me JSON object. So we'll go ahead and add some other API which will be a copy of this, and here or here itself we can see request parameters. Console.log request.params. You can see params we can access here, and also request.body will not be available because we are using it here. So let's see if we are getting params or not here. So for this also we need to restart server. let's wait for that. Till time we can create post method. Save data, this will be our method. Here we need request and response of this. It will be like that. Copy this. Okay, so now our server is started. Let's test these params are working or not. But we haven't mapped that to this URL. We need to map that like ID, and then only it will come here. Params.id will be accessible. So let's test that finally in this in post method and get. So let's do like this. Save ID. If we don't add that. You can directly check request dot parameters or request dot body. You can console it here. And response dot send. Done. So now we can test. For post we need to test save, and for get data we need to use ID. So we can test params body in this. Similarly we can have delete and put for update and delete method. So let's save these, go to terminal, rerun. So you can see it is very easy to understand and create REST API without any effort. You can add one layer which will hold all your routings. So that is also available in Nest.js that you can use. So now you can see server is started and up. We can test this /1234 send. We can see we are getting response, means it worked. So we need to check in console. Yes, we can see ID 1234 is coming. So for now we need to use post method, and here we need to use save. We need to remove this and to pass body in raw format, JSON data colon. This should not be like that, it should be like this. Okay, here you need to select send it. Now you can see in console it is printed. So similarly you can achieve for put and delete method as well. Same code will be there. You need to pass some path variables here and request body, and then you can achieve this. Or the REST API is here. So you can see there is controller test also written. So this also is a very useful to test individual code. And which framework is used to test? You can see Jest framework is used for testing, unit testing. So that also we can test. npm test. This command will run that execution of test cases. This will run all the test cases which are added in that controller specs, and you can see it got passed and total passed and failed, snapshot, everything is there. So this way it is working. So you can also see the coverage for that your code. You need to run this command test coverage, then only you can see test COV. So it will generate code coverage for you of this file. So you can see this is how it works for coverage in Nest.js. So we'll see more in Next.js in next video. Till time, take care, bye bye, see you in next video.